Okay, so party people, I lied. You see, I am going to be drinking here some tequila. One for the money. Two for the show. Three to get ready, because the bottle cap is not as big as my shot glasses. Go Black Mass, go. Potted people in the place to be. What's going on? It's me. Clearly this is not going to be a 2-drink minimum thing that I'm doing. I was just doing the clickers to say I get over, because I'm a conscientious driver, you see, and I know what the signals mean, the blinkers mean, and how to use them. Los Angeles, learn how to use them. Anyway, I'm on my way to go see Black Mass, the Johnny Depp movie that I forgot was even out right now, but I'm very excited about this movie. As you saw from the trailer review, which should be linked down there if I did this right, which I probably didn't, but we'll see. It should be linked down there. I'm very excited about this movie. Johnny Depp should be excited about this movie too, because in Hollywood, there's a couple formulas. RDJ kind of went over it in Tropic Thunder, talking about playing a retard. His words, not mine. Same thing in gangster movies, really. If you're in a competent gangster movie, preferably based on true events, you're likely to at least get Oscar talk. Leo DiCaprio, Denzel, Goodfellas, Godfather. If you're in a competent one, Gangster Squad wasn't going to get it done. But if you're in a competent movie, and this looks like it could be a competent movie based on the life of Whitey Bulger, who had another movie loosely based on him in The Departed. So we're going to see how this goes. This could help resurge Johnny Depp's career from, not mediocrity, but just from big flops. This could be the resurgence of it and could remind people, oh yeah, Johnny Depp has more in his repertoire than just being the weird guy. He's been playing variations of Edward Scissorhands for the last 10, 15 years. Now we're going to see the kind of chops he has in a completely different kind of role. And I'm interested to see that, party people. And thanks for coming along with me on the ride. Okay, party people, what's going on? I just left Black Mass. Well, not just left. I left Black Mass and then I drove. And because it was after work, it was dark, I couldn't tape it in the car. But I will tell you this, I liked Black Mass. I'm going to try to shoot oh, look at this. I'm shopping right now. They got ducktail shirts, which I want, but I'm not going to buy right now. Basically, we start off with this guy who looked like Matt Damon's kid brother, but not like his second brother, but like his third brother. But he looks spitting image of Matt Damon. I don't think he is related to Matt Damon, but if he's not, he fucking looks like he is. This kid starts off in the FBI agent's office. He's gonna rat out Whitey Bulger. And so basically the story takes place in and out of various people in Whitey's life, informing on him and the events themselves taking place. Cast, top to bottom, almost top to bottom. I would say 99% of the cast, top to bottom, perfect cast. The only casting that I had a problem with that took me out of the picture was Adam Scott as one of the FBI agents. Not because Adam Scott isn't a very capable actor, it's because the movie basically starts in 81, or 75, excuse me. Adam Scott does not look like he belongs in 1975 at all. Adam Scott looks like he belongs in 2015. Adam Scott is solely, completely a product of 2015. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everybody else looked like they belonged in 1975. There's a certain look that men had at that time. I'm going to put you down for a second, party people. And Adam Scott doesn't have it. He doesn't have the build. He doesn't have the facial features. They put him in this handlebar mustache. He reminded me of one of the reasons why I didn't like American Hustle. And that is he was somebody from this era who looked like they were too young to be in that role. Not that they couldn't act, but that they were too young to be playing that role in that time period. Whitey is big bad dude on the block in Boston, but he's got an informant in the FBI. Now, if you saw The Departed, here's where it kind of breaks off. In The Departed, the guy who's supposed to be representative of Whitey Bulger's character, Jack Nicholson, semi-raised the kid who went into the FBI and was giving him hints. The difference between Departed and this is that in this one, he actually grew up alongside his later informant. He and the informant kind of work out a special deal. Okay, party people, we're back. We got a couple insiders. The insider also has somebody else in. This movie was a well-crafted vehicle for Johnny Depp because it was basically a vehicle for Johnny Depp. Everybody else does their job very well, but it's Johnny Depp's movie. I think where they execute the best is depicting Whitey Bulger's character, at least in this movie. Sociopathic, but not absolutely sociopathic. He's not a 100% abject sociopath because he does have soft spot. He has soft spot for his family, his blood family, his mother, his son, and his brother. Everybody else could get whacked at almost a moment's notice or no fucking notice. It projected him that you didn't want to cross him, and as soon as you crossed him, you were pretty much fucking dead. And he had quite the fucking temper. Johnny Depp got lost in this role for sure. The makeup, I was wondering how that would project on the screen versus what I saw from the trailer here, and the makeup worked well. It didn't look as bad as I think the Steve Carell thing looked in that wrestling movie that he did. Essentially, some of his biggest crimes are retaliation against people who are like ratting him out or thinking about ratting him out. They talk about how he gets into Hialeah in Miami as he wants to grow and expand his empire after I think that's after his son died. He gets in bed with this guy who's essentially, I guess, kind of trying to be Tony Montana, or has a lot of the characteristics of Tony Montana. He doesn't give a fuck who he shoots in broad. Like, he shot 2 drug dealers in the middle of a crowded restaurant and walked away. He's fucking coke crazy and shit. This guy is one of the guys who tries to rat out Bulger. He gets high. He figures out that his life is probably in danger. He tries to rat out Bulger. He goes to the FBI to try to rat him out, but because Whitey has the informant that he grew up with, it doesn't go anywhere. He gets let go on the street, so that Bulger almost immediately tracks him down, and in broad daylight, in a crowded parking lot, shoots the fuck out of him and the driver of the car. Shotgun, boom, 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 boom. This is the one that's in the trailer. The shot where Johnny Depp's standing over the dude and he shoots him. It's almost day and night from the last movie I saw, which was The Perfect Guy, in the quality of these fucking movies. The cuts are where the cuts are supposed to be for you to understand what's going on. The camera work is great. The look and feel of it is great. Johnny Depp is great in it. There are moments that are played slowly so you can take them in, and they work because they're played slowly, like in real life. There's the dinner scene, the one that's covered in that trailer, where Johnny Depp's talking, oh, you gave the family recipe to me. Boom, just like that. There's a long pause at the end of Johnny Depp's monologue about this FBI agent. Who he knows is an FBI agent. That's not an undercover thing. He knows he's an FBI agent. That's the other guy that's on the deal with Depp and his homeboy from across the way. He said, you gave it to me just like that. Well, there's a long, uncomfortable pause. And it stays long and uncomfortable and dead fucking silent on purpose. And the movie's like, you're going to feel this moment. I talked about the casting for just a brief second in Tarjay. That's where I was. Bulger's homeboy from around the way, I can't remember his name. His wife is played by the actress from Masters of Sex. If you haven't seen that, go watch Masters of Sex. Masters of Sex, the actress who plays the doctor who ends up with cancer. Spoiler alert, very good role here for her. Like, I saw her and I'm like, oh, it's her, it's that chick. And I love seeing her in this role where she got to do a little bit more, where she got to play a character that was more emotive. I like seeing her in this role. And she had a very pivotal scene that if you hadn't gotten the chills from Whitey Bulger before, if you hadn't understood the kind of sociopath, the kind of evil that was in Whitey Bulger before, there's a scene where she's arguing with her husband, who's starting to feel a little gangster-ish and starting to dress a little gangster-ish, and she's not comfortable with it. She understands that he knows Whitey and grew up with him or whatever, but she doesn't want him in her house. All there's up is an argument. She goes upstairs and is like, I'm just going to go upstairs and not going to be a part of this. So Whitey is asking where his wife is. He's like, she's feeling ill. He's like, no, we'll see how ill she's feeling. And he just goes upstairs.
It's a punk move. He punks all the people around him, basically. He has the fucking power to punk everybody around him, including this FBI agent in his own fucking house. He's like, I'm gonna go check on her right now. She's like, oh, she's feeling ill. No, I'm gonna go fucking check on her. So he goes upstairs, knocks on the door. She opens it thinking it's her husband. No, it's Whitey. And he immediately makes her feel uncomfortable. Like, why are you not coming down? You're embarrassing your husband. Fucking embarrassed. That's New York. Washington. There you go. Washington. Patch. Go Patch. You're embarrassing your fucking husband right now. That's what you're doing. You're embarrassing your husband. It progresses into this scene where she's saying that she's feeling ill, and he's like, let me see how ill you're feeling. And he puts his hand on her forehead. And not the way a normal human would. His hand movements across her face for an uncomfortable length of fucking time is so unnatural. It's so unhuman-like. It's almost like an alien faking what a human would do in this situation. Or not even in this situation, in a separate situation, but then taking that situation and putting it into this one. He's not caressing her, he's like palming her. It's like palming her face. And you can see the discomfort. She becomes more and more scared for her fucking life as the scene progresses. Again, long, uncomfortable fucking time. He's feeling how hot she may or may not be. And then his hand goes across her throat. There are no safe words in 1982 or wherever this particular scene is taking place. And he's got her hands on her fucking throat. And not necessarily squeezing, but squeezing a little, like kind of like and letting go, like in that uncomfortable, right in the gaps between where normal is and where not normal is, and like that scene, that fucking scene. Say a coarse word to him on accident, motherfucker will chop you the fuck down. That's the kind of dude Whitey Bulger was in this movie. You have that story, you have the Whitey Bulger story, you have the rats ratting him out in, I guess, current time, and you have the FBI, and you actually that's another big plot device is the FBI, is the going-ons between Whitey Bulger's friend and the FBI, and the guys in the FBI trying to catch this guy, trying to work with this guy in order to catch bigger fish, but then he's not giving him bigger fish, he's giving him small, superficial fucking fish. Meanwhile, Whitey Bulger is punking everybody out / testing everybody's loyalty. Second in command. His stepdaughter gets picked up on prostitution charges or drug charges or whatever. Whitey questions her. And because I've seen enough gangster movies to know he's going to fucking kill her. So she's sitting in the car. He's asking her questions. What did you say? What did you say? She said, oh, I didn't say anything. I said everything nice things about you. She said he doesn't even drink. He hardly drinks. He doesn't do no drugs. Too much. It said too much. Chick said too much. She said too fucking much. If she had said I didn't say nothing, maybe she would have got away with her life, but no, in this movie, probably not. He's like, we're going to take you someplace. Gives her a gift. Gives her some clothes. In the backseat of the car. Says, we're going to take you to some place you can chill out for a little bit. Goes into the house. Again, long scene. But it's this hallway shot. You see her coming around the corner. You see Whitey coming around the corner, walking her in the house. She's looking at the house. Then you see fake Matt Damon peer around the corner, but just stay in that particular doorway. You see her stepdad come behind the two of them. She goes at the end of the hallway to this room. Her stepdad standing in the doorway. Whitey's right there. She's looking around. Sleeper hold around the fucking neck. Choke the fuck out. Choke out. Choke out. Choke out. Choke out. The camera goes to her stepdad who's watching this, and it's at that moment, like because he's done stuff for Whitey before, like he was the guy that, I think it was the first one Whitey told him he was going to be working with the FBI. He was like, man, I can't believe it. Okay, fine, I trust you, right? But then he gets into this predicament, and he's still, a normal human being, but I guess seeing that, he just went numb. He and fake Matt Damon ended up carrying out another hit, ended up beating up other guys.